it could mean hundreds of dollars of support. Thanks.
Go to radioiq.org and click the vehicle donation banner at the top of the page.
My fellow Virginians.
Governor Glenn Youngkin is entering his final year in office. What does he want to do with the state's huge budget surplus? And will the democratically controlled legislature have its own plans? Listen to the State of the Commonwealth address and the Democratic response Wednesday night at 7 on Radio IQ.
Funding for Here and Now comes from MathWorks, creator of MATLAB and Simulink software for technical computing and model-based design. MathWorks, accelerating the pace of discovery in engineering and science. Learn more at mathworks.com. And WBUR presenting Endless Thread, a podcast about the Internet's untold histories and unsolved mysteries, from stories about a mountain of dishware in the woods to the world's largest glitter consumer. Endless Thread. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
It's Here and Now. Unpaid medical bills will not impact your credit report because of a new rule finalized today by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which says the change will remove nearly $50 billion in medical bills from the credit reports of millions of Americans, making it easier for them to get loans like mortgages. As we'll hear, there are questions, but let's bring in Rohit Chopra. He's the director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So, Director Chopra, Rohit, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Robin.
And how does this work? Does this remove all medical debt? Is it automatic? Do people have to apply? Because we know that the three major credit reporting agencies have already taken some medical debt off credit reports.
Well, here's what happened. A few years ago, we undertook a very significant analysis of consumer credit reports. And what we found was that the number one item in collections, it wasn't credit cards, it wasn't common debts that people have. It was actually unpaid medical bills. These aren't loans that you really sign up for. And we also found that those medical bills were not really predictive of whether or not someone was paying other loans on time. And in fact, we even got concerned that there was widespread systemic inaccuracies with those bills. Our rule that we finalized today will eliminate those unpaid or allegedly unpaid medical bills from the credit reports of millions of Americans, because our credit reporting system really shouldn't be used as a tool to coerce people into paying bills they may not even owe or that they already paid.
Okay, so you said a couple important things there. First of all, you examined the data and didn't see that because you couldn't pay your medical bills or didn't want to because you thought they were a false bill, that didn't necessarily lead to you not paying a loan like your mortgage. In other words, one did not lead to the other. But as you well know, a group of lawmakers in the House wrote to you earlier, concerned that this rule will weaken the accuracy of credit reports, increasing risk throughout the whole financial system. These were largely Republicans, and they said this would ultimately hurt credit for low-income borrowers in particular. Now, to have terrible medical bills is awful, awful. But what about this question? It sounds as if critics are saying that maybe you're making believe that people aren't in debt when they are, and they might not be able to pay off those mortgages that they might get.
Well, here's what's interesting. There is real systemic inaccuracy with those allegedly unpaid medical bills. And here's why. Compared to when you sign up for a credit card or an auto loan, when you are incurring expenses for medical care, typically there is an insurance company involved, there may be a facility involved, a provider, and so many Americans have experienced firsthand the endless game of ping pong between all of those different parties. So when you look at bills, you find very significant issues with coding, significant problems in terms of a copay or deductible, and that has created an incentive for medical debt collectors to park bills on credit reports, even though they may have already been paid or are covered by insurance. And the patient is put in a position of feeling like they need to pay this, or else they might get not pass an employment verification check, might not be able to get an apartment. But the empirical data shows that it doesn't really predict your ability to pay other loans. And in fact, it has become a tool, an abusive tool in many cases, to coerce people into paying something that they don't even know.
And you don't have the time to make a challenge or to explain that if you need to get something through a credit report. Look, this is going to take place in a few weeks, but with the couple minutes we have, Director Chopra, I have to ask, you have been fierce in your role. In fact, the CEO of the American Bankers Association, Rob Nichols, called you a regulator gone rogue. You've been called worse, as you know, for going after corporations that are unfairly treating consumers. That's your job. But we have an incoming administration. Republicans are calling for changes like switching the funding. Are you going to step down from your position? And I'm only leaving you a few seconds to say this, maybe to even take some of that, fierce attack on you away.
Well, I took an oath to serve a 5-year term, and the CFPB is not really controversial across America, except with lawyers and lobbyists for big banks and Wall Street firms. So we have to enforce the law as written, and that's what we're going to keep doing.
Rohit Chopra, who's apparently for the future also the director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. We'll have more about the new plan for medical bills at herenow.org. Director Chopra, thank you.
Thank you so much, Robin.
And Here and Now is a production of NPR and WBUR. I'm Robin Young in Boston.
I'm Celeste Headley in Washington, D.C. It's Here and Now.
Funding for Here and Now comes from the listeners of WBUR Boston and Olin College of Engineering. Their campus is a living laboratory where students experiment and take risks in a hands-on engineering education. At Olin, they believe engineering...
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our first City Council meeting of 2025. It is great to see all of you, and we welcome our new council members and our returning council members today. I'll ask our clerk, Ms. Susie McCoy, to please call the roll.
All right. Mr. Hagan.
Here.
Ms. Sanchez-Jones.
Here.
Vice Mayor McGuire.
Here.
Mr. Nash.
Here.
Mr. Volleson,
Here.
and Mayor Cobb.
Here, and a quorum is present. The statement of purpose for today's meeting is for the newly elected members of City Council to officially take their seats. And you all are seated. But there's some actions that we need to take to verify that. The second is a report from the city clerk advising of the qualification of the Honorable Joseph L. Cobb as mayor, the Honorable S. Terry McGuire, Fajon Nash, and Nicholas Hagan as members of the Roanoke City Council for terms of 4 years each, commencing January 1, 2025, and ending December 31, 2028. And without any objection by the council, any objections? The report of the city clerk will be received and filed. Item number 3 is a resolution recognizing the Honorable Joseph L. Cobb to be mayor of the city of Roanoke, and there is one measure, a resolution.
Move the resolution.
Second.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, will you please read the measure in its entirety?
I will. Get my glasses. A resolution recognizing the Honorable Joseph L. Cobb as mayor of the city of Roanoke. Whereas the Honorable Joseph L. Cobb was elected mayor for a 4-year term, which will commence January 1st, 2025, at the regular councilmanic election held on the first Tuesday in November 2024. Therefore, be it resolved by the Council of the City of Roanoke that the Honorable Joseph L. Cobb be and he is hereby recognized to be the duly elected mayor of the city of Roanoke for a term commencing on the first day of January 2025 and continuing for a period of 4 years until his successor has been elected and qualified.
Thank you, Ms. McCoy. Any comments by council? All right, will you please take the roll? Call the roll.
Yes, sir. Mr. Hagan?
Aye.
Ms. Sanchez Jones? Vice Mayor McGuire? Sorry.
Aye.
All right. Mr. Nash?
Aye.
Mr. Volleson?
Aye. Aye.
All right, thank you. And Mayor Cobb?
Aye. And the resolution passes. Thank you. Item number 4 is a resolution recognizing the Honorable S. Terry McGuire as a member of the City Council and Vice Mayor of the City of Roanoke. We have one measure, a resolution, and I'll entertain a motion to offer the resolution.
So moved.
Second.
And I'll ask our clerk to please read the resolution in its entirety.
A resolution recognizing the Honorable S. Terry McGuire to be a member of City Council and Vice Mayor of the City of Roanoke. Whereas the Honorable S. Terry McGuire received the largest number of votes of any candidate running for the City Council in the regular councilmanic election held on the first Tuesday in November 2024, and was therefore elected Vice Mayor of the city for a 2-year term, which will commence January 1st, 2025, as provided by Section 4 of the Charter of the City of Roanoke. Therefore, be it resolved by the Council of the City of Roanoke that the Honorable S. Terry McGuire be and he is hereby recognized to be a duly elected member of the Council of said city for a term commencing on the first day of January 2025 and continuing a period of 4 years until his successor has been elected and qualified, and to be duly elected Vice Mayor of the city for a term commencing January 1st, 2025, and continuing for a period of 2 years and until his successor has been elected and qualified.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Any comments by council? All right, then I'll have our clerk please call the roll.
Mr. Hagan?
Aye.
Ms. Sanchez Jones? Vice Mayor McGuire?
Aye.
Mr. Nash?
Aye.
Mr. Volleson?
Aye.
And Mayor Cobb?
Aye, and the resolution passes. Item number 5 is a resolution recognizing the services of the Honorable Joseph L. Cobb as the Vice Mayor of the City of Roanoke for a term of office ending December 31st, 2024. There is one measure, a resolution, and I'll entertain a motion to offer the resolution.
So move. Second.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, will you please read the measure in its entirety?
A resolution paying tribute to the Honorable Joseph L. Cobb and expressing to him the appreciation of the City of Roanoke and its people for his exemplary public service as the Vice Mayor of the City of Roanoke. Whereas Joseph L. Cobb was elected as Vice Mayor in November 2022, and whereas Joseph L. Cobb has worked diligently for the citizens of the City of Roanoke during the past 2 years as Vice Mayor. Therefore, be it resolved by the Council of the City of Roanoke as follows. 1. Council adopts this resolution as a means of recognizing and commending the many services rendered to the City of Roanoke and its residents by the Honorable Joseph L. Cobb as Vice Mayor. 2, the City Clerk is directed to forward an attested copy of this resolution to the Honorable Joseph L. Cobb.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Any comments by council? All right. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Hagan.
Aye.
Ms. Sanchez-Jones. Vice Mayor McGuire.
Aye.
Mr. Nash.
Aye.
Mr. Volleson.
Aye.
And Mayor Cobb.
Aye, and the resolution passes. Thank you. Item number 6 is a communication from the mayor recommending certain committee assignments for the members of City Council. I believe all of council has those assignments for the coming year. And unless there are any questions, I'll invite a motion to concur in the recommendation.
So moved. Second.
All right, Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Hagan.
Aye.
Ms. Sanchez-Jones. Vice Mayor McGuire.
Aye.
Mr. Nash.
Aye.
Mr. Volleson.
Aye.
And Mayor Cobb.
Aye, and the motion passes. Item number 7 is a resolution establishing a meeting schedule for City Council commencing January 1st, 2025 and terminating December 31st, 2025. And I believe all of council has that calendar in front of us. There's one measure, a resolution. I'll entertain a motion to offer the resolution.
Move the resolution.
Second.
Madam Clerk, will you please read the measure in its entirety?
Yes. A resolution establishing a meeting schedule for the City Council commencing January 1st, 2025 and terminating December 31st, 2025. Be it resolved by the Council of the City of Roanoke as follows. 1, this resolution establishes a schedule of regular meetings for the City Council commencing January 1st, 2025 and terminating December 31st, 2025. 2, City Council shall hold regular meetings on the first and third Mondays of each month at the following times of commencement. A, unless otherwise provided by resolution of council, each regular meeting on the first Monday in each month shall commence at 9:00 a.m. for the conduct of informal meetings, work sessions, and closed meetings. Thereafter, council shall take up the regular agenda at 2:00 p.m. Council may recess between the 9 a.m. session and the 2 p.m. session. The organizational meeting of the City Council on the first meeting in January 2025 shall commence at 2:00 p.m. and immediately following, council shall take up the regular agenda. B, unless otherwise provided by resolution of council, each regular meeting of the third Monday in each month shall commence at 2:00 p.m. for the conduct of regular business. The second meeting of each month shall be recessed upon the completion of all business except the conduct of public hearings, and such meetings shall be reconvened at 7:00 p.m. on the same day for the conduct of public hearings. 3, when a regularly scheduled Monday meeting shall fall on a holiday of the city, such meeting shall be held on Tuesday the next following. All regular meetings of City Council shall be held in the council chamber, room 450 of the Noel C. Taylor Municipal Building, unless otherwise provided by resolution of council, with the exception of the 9:00 a.m. session of the regular meeting on September 2nd, 2025, which location has yet to be determined by the school board. However, the meeting will begin at 9:00 a.m. and after recess, reconvene at the council chamber. 5, City Council may prescribe a day or time other than that established by this resolution or a meeting place other than that established by this resolution by adoption of a resolution establishing a new meeting day, place, or time. City Council shall cause a copy of such resolution to be posted adjacent to the door of the council chamber and inserted in a newspaper having general circulation in the city at least 7 days prior to that date of the meeting at such amended day, time, or place. 6, this resolution shall have no application of special meetings of the City Council called pursuant to Section 10 of the City Charter.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any questions or comments from council? All right, Madam Clerk, I'll please ask you to call the roll.
Mr. Hagan.
Aye.
Ms. Sanchez Jones. Vice Mayor McGuire.
Aye.
Mr. Nash.
Aye.
Mr. Volleson.
Aye.
And Mayor Cobb.
Aye, and the resolution passes. So we have concluded business for the organizational meeting, and we will adjourn the organizational meeting, and I'll wrap the gavel. Oh, sounds good. So we're in recess briefly. Don't go anywhere. Now call to order our regular meeting for Tuesday, January 7th, recessed from yesterday due to the inclement weather. And I'll ask our city clerk to please call the roll.
Mr. Hagan.
Here.
Ms. Sanchez Jones. Here. Vice Mayor McGuire.
Here.
Mr. Nash.
Here.
Mr. Volleson.
Here.
And Mayor Cobb.
Here, and a quorum is present. Don't see our pastor today, so I will offer our invocation, and we'll follow that with the Pledge of Allegiance. So I invite everyone to stand, please. Loving Spirit, we pause to give you thanks this day for this city that we love. We thank you for this new council, for their dedication to public service and their call to leadership. We thank you for all of our city employees, especially those who have been out working the streets, getting them ready and prepared during this storm. We thank you for our first responders, for all of our public works employees, and everyone who makes our city hum. We pause to remember those who may be in danger or feel unsafe during this storm. We pray for their safety, and we thank you for all of our medical professionals who've answered the call to provide needs and to bring healing. Be with us as we conduct the city's business today. Be with us as we answer the call to leadership. And be with us as we serve the city that we love. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The next item on our agenda is presentations and acknowledgements, and I'm going to go down to the podium so that we can recognize city employees who have achieved 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50 years of service in the calendar year 2024. I want to thank Cece Webb from our clerk's office for assisting me today. Again, we're recognizing our 30 to 50 year recipients as city employees. For city employees who achieved a milestone of 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50 years of service in the calendar year 2024, City Council acknowledges your outstanding service to the citizens of the city of Roanoke and will honor all of you at a recognition breakfast to be held on Thursday, January 16th at the Berglund Center. This afternoon, City Council will recognize employees who achieved a milestone of 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50 years of service in the year 2024. As I call out each of your names and the department that you represent, I invite you to come forward and join me here. And we thank you all for your dedicated service to the city of Roanoke. For 50 years, I feel like we need a marching band, right? Brenda Hamilton, clerk of the circuit court.
I started to bring somebody to sing.
Brenda, this gift is presented as a token of appreciation for your 50 years of dedicated service to the city of Roanoke and your extraordinary work as a clerk of circuit court.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Would you like to say a few words?
I better not, because I
Okay.
might say wrong thing. No, I will say something.
Come over
I
here
just
so we
wanna-
can hear you. No, come here. I know. We want everybody in TV land to hear you,
Look, this
too.
is a little backwards. Oh, they hear me. I just want to say that, first of all, I am so grateful that the good Lord has allowed me to see 50 years, even though I'm 72. But I just want to thank him for working in the city with jobs that I have truly loved. It is a privilege to, first of all, be able to say and work in departments that you love. Because everybody can't say that, but I can. And I am so grateful for that. And I just want to thank you.
Thank you.
For the congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brenda. Did y'all get a picture?
I did.
You did, okay.
Oh, did you get a picture? I did. Okay, I want you to send it to me.
All right, our next recipient, 45 years, Vicki Briggs, Parks and Recreation. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Vicki, we are proud to present to you our highest honor in the city, the Key to the City, and it reads, in recognition of Vicki Briggs, Parks and Recreation Program Supervisor, City of Roanoke, having served as a public servant for approximately 45 years, ensuring the education and well-being of all youth and citizens in the City of Roanoke, presented by Mayor Joseph L. Cobb and members of the Roanoke City Council, January 7, 2025.
Thank you.
Say a quick word?
Yes. Wow. Well, it's hard to believe 45 years. And at the time when I started, it was when we were in the business of working at, it was Roanoke City Nursing Home, Corner Springs. And people are like, whoa. We were in the business of nursing home. But then God blessed me to be able to be with Parks and Recreation. And that's who I want to give the glory to at this time is God, because of the fact that He has been a blessing to me. He has gotten me make me strong. He also given me new friends and old friends and people that you can work with, and just working with the citizens. And it's just been great. Working with kids, seniors, adults. It's been a blessing. And I'm very grateful that I've had great bosses throughout the year, and I'm so glad that our new director is here, Cindy, and Cindy and I started together, and I encouraged her to go forward and say, you can do that job. It was the job of going to be in charge of the athletic department, and now look where Cindy is. God has blessed her as well, and it's just been wonderful and great to work for the city. I am just pleased. I am so glad that I'm able to help others and be in there for them as well as they've been there for me. And I thank you, and congratulations to you, all of you, in your new positions. And I thank you for the public that is here. Thank you for all that you're doing and continue to do for Roanoke City. Thank you, and God bless you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I love you.
For 40 years of service, from Fire-EMS, Kenneth Furrow Jr. Presented to Kenneth Furrow Jr. for 40 years of outstanding and dedicated service to the city of Roanoke. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I wasn't prepared to speak.
That's okay.
When I get to 45, I'll speak.
Okay, sounds good. Congratulations. For 35 years, we have two recipients. The first is David Hoback, Chief of Fire and EMS. Chief Hoback, in recognition of 35 years of outstanding and dedicated service to the city of Roanoke, we thank you.
Thank you, sir. Really appreciate it.
Hannah, do you want to come up here too? I see you back there. Sorry, two cameras. You can go in first.
Thank you. Yeah, just a few words. I will tell you, members of council and Mayor Cobb, this is the first and only full-time job I've ever had, and that's with the city of Roanoke. And getting here today at 35 years, actually it's been 40. I started with the city in January of 85 as one of the full-time paramedics. We worked without retirement benefits until July of 89. And before that, I actually volunteered in the city. But to get me where I am today is the people that work with me and the people work around me. And that's not, it's with the fire department, it's also with other people in local government. It makes my job easy, it makes me so I want to come to work every day. And that's just a testament to what we did yesterday and everybody that was out and about cleaning the streets and keeping people safe and knowing that, we have a team that can keep this city safe. So with that, I'm very humbled to accept the 35 years, and I appreciate everything that y'all are doing and will do this year, and congratulations to y'all for being elected.
Thank you, Chief. Also for 35 years, Wayne Rock from Solid Waste Management. Wayne here today? Okay. We'll make sure that he gets that. 30 years. William Lyles II from engineering. William, congratulations in recognition of 30 years of outstanding and dedicated service to the city of Roanoke. Thank you.
I remember coming in here in orientation all those years ago.
Yeah.
Working in here on the renovation.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Congratulations. Also for 30 years and from engineering, James Persinger. Congratulations, James. In recognition of 30 years of outstanding and dedicated service to the city of Roanoke. Congratulations. Thanks. Also for 30 years, Tammy Kaiser from Human and Social Services, not able to be here. From Transportation for 30 years, Christopher Ains. Christopher, in recognition of 30 years of outstanding and dedicated service to the city of Roanoke. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. If I could do it all over again, I would.
All right.
Thank
That's
you.
the best. Thank you. So again, let's give a big round of applause to all of our employees for this outstanding. We're very proud of all of you. As we continue in the agenda, we're now ready for the hearing of citizens upon public matters. And as a reminder, City Council sets this time aside as a priority for citizens to be heard. All matters will be referred to the city manager for response and recommendation or report to the council as she may deem appropriate. Madam Clerk, do we have people signed up to speak today?
We do.
All right.
Our first speaker is Barbara Dirk.
Welcome, Barbara.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here. I'm speaking today about open doors, open minds. And you have a key in front of you. And I give you the key because you are the leadership team for the city of Roanoke, and you are the ones that have the key. 2025 is going to be a great year. 2025 is going to be the best year ever. That I am from Roanoke, and that you all were elected at large in November of 24 or November 2022, and because you're elected at large, that you, every single one of you, represent me. That I've been giving keys for the last 3 years. Last year, I gave everyone a new key. Well, evidently those new keys didn't work, because some of the things that I had asked for last year haven't been resolved yet. And I sent you an email, and they have the list there. But this time, you've got an old key. And I left a key for the person who you are going to appoint for City Council too. And these old keys are tried and true. So they have the key to the doors, to the answers, to the questions that the citizens are asking, because the citizens want to be part of the decision-making of Roanoke. That you, it's kind of like a three-legged stool. You represent the neighborhoods, the people that live here, you represent the business, and then you represent the government and work with government General Assembly and national policies that come down that impact our city. So thank you very much for doing that. Take your seat. Vivian Santos-Jones has worn her key before, and I ask you that to remember that you are the leadership team, that you have staff, including a new city manager that's going to be working for you, but use your key wisely and find those answers to make Roanoke a great all-America city. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Barbara. Always appreciate you coming.
Our next speaker is Glenn Zedney.
Welcome. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you. Mayor Cobb and members of council, thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak to you today. My name is Glenn Zedney, and I live in the city of Roanoke at 206 Monterey Avenue Northeast. In order to better help the city officials meet the needs of all of the residents of Roanoke, including immigrants and refugees, I'd like to provide some information to you regarding Immigrant Connection of the Blue Ridge, or ICBR. ICBR is a faith-based nonprofit organization that provides immigration legal services. Our clients are mostly from the greater Roanoke area, but they can literally be from anywhere in the U.S., thanks to modern technology. Because we are faith-based, we are called to love our neighbors, and that's all of our neighbors. And because we're a nonprofit, we can provide high-quality and low-cost services. In doing so, immigrants are provided an opportunity to be able to work, support themselves, and strengthen the local economy. After meeting strict requirements, ICBR has been recognized and authorized by the U.S. Department of Justice to provide these services. We have 3 individuals who are DOJ accredited representatives. Several of our staff members are bilingual in both English and Spanish, and another staff member has learned at least some Dari and Pashto in order to serve the Afghan community better. We have no attorneys on staff. We do this work because we are authorized by the Department of Justice to do so. Some of the services that we do provide include DACA applications and renewals, green card and naturalization applications, employment authorization applications for work visas, U visas for crime victims, and temporary protected status, or TPS, claims. TPS is a government-provided category that provides temporary protection to individuals from other countries that are experiencing armed conflict, natural disaster, or some type of other extraordinary condition in their home country that prevents them from being able to safely return to their country. Some examples of current TPS countries are Afghanistan, Haiti, Venezuela, and Ukraine. But it's just some, there are others. So if you have constituents that you know or other individuals who need our services, we hope that you'll send them our way. We're located on Peters Creek Road near Northside High School. And I've got some flyers and business cards I'd like to leave for you. Are there any questions?
Thank you, Mr. Zedney. I was able to come out for an open house that you all did and get a glimpse of some of the services you provide. And you're welcome to leave those cards and information with our clerk over here, and she'll make sure we get them.
Great. Thank you very much for your support.
Thank you. We appreciate your work.
Is there
Yes, did you have a question?
Yeah. Is there any plans to get any attorneys on staff, or is that?
No, we have no attorneys on staff. Immigrant Connection is actually a nationwide program that was started by the Wesleyan Church in Indiana.
Okay.
And there are about 35 sites across the country. We're the only site in Virginia. And it was designed so that lay people can obtain the qualifications needed from the Department of Justice to provide immigration legal services, in a very limited way, so that these individuals who are often destitute refugees that come here with nothing, that they're able to get help at a lower cost.
Thank you. Other questions?
No,
Ms. Sanchez-Jones?
I just want to say thank you for the work you guys do. I've known Pastor Dave for a long time, and I know the work that you guys do in our community, which is very much needed.
Well, thank you for your support. We believe that there's many people in the community that could benefit from our services, and they're just not aware of it.
Correct.
So as community leaders, we hope that you're able, as your constituents, reach out to you with various issues, that if it's something that we can help them with, that we can, have a relationship that benefits everybody and becomes a win-win and makes the community stronger.
Yes.
I just want to make something clear for the public. You guys are not giving legal status to people. You're just facilitating the process to them.
Yes. I'm not an accredited representative myself. I'm a volunteer. I work there 1 day a week. As a retiree with some administrative background, I have some ability to be helpful in that area. Other people are not necessarily coming from a legal background. One of the individuals is a paralegal and has a degree as a paralegal. Pastor David Calhoun initially started this as a part of his heart for the Hispanic community as well. But you don't have to be an attorney to provide this specific level, but you do have to have a certain amount of knowledge and skill and ability to do that. And so that's what we do.
Okay. Thank you. Any other questions? All right. Thank you, Mr. Zedny.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Ms. McCoy, do we have any other speakers today?
No other speakers.
All right, thank you. Our next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. All matters listed under the consent agenda are considered to be routine by members of the City Council and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of the items. If discussion is desired, the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. This time I'll entertain a motion and second to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All right, Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Hagan?
Aye.
Ms. Sanchez-Jones? Vice Mayor McGuire?
Aye.
I know, it's going to take me a little bit. Mr. Nash?
Aye.
Mr. Volleson?
Aye.
And Mayor Cobb?
Aye, and the motion passes. Thank you. Moving into our regular agenda, we will move to reports of city officers, and I'll ask our Deputy City Manager, Mr. Sam Roman, if you have any comments that you'd like to share at this time.
None at this time. Thank you.
Okay. Could you please extend our gratitude to the Department of Emergency Management, all of our first responders, and as well as our road crews for their extraordinary work during this past storm system?
Excellent. I will certainly do so. And as we move through the agenda, I was going to make that comment on behalf of our interim city manager, Dr. Lydia Patton. Really just thank all of our team members who worked exhaustively over the past couple of days to include preparation and removal of the snow and ice from our streets. Really just wanted to thank them for the exemplary job that they had done over the past couple of days. And the only other comment, obviously, nothing that has already been said, but really thank all of our team members that celebrated 10-year milestones that we've seen today. Thank you.
Thank you. We don't have anything from our city attorney at this time, but I do want to invite our Director of Real Estate Valuation, Mr. Casey Bratton, to come and share a briefing with us related to real estate valuations. Welcome, Mr. Bratton.
Sorry, I have a lot of paper up here. Good afternoon, Mayor Cobb, honorable members of Roanoke City Council. Thank you for the opportunity to provide you a quick brief on the status of real estate assessments in the city of Roanoke, with the understanding that a formal briefing will take place on the 21st of January. And congratulations to you all. Look forward to working with you this year. Right now, real estate assessments were mailed yesterday, January 6th, in accordance with Virginia Code Section 58.1-32 56, property owners have the right to appeal their assessments if they believe them inaccurate. The appeal period will run from January 6th through February 5th, 2025. Appeals may be submitted to my office you can pick up an application at the fire station or library, local fire station or library, or you can go online to roanokeva.gov and go to the real estate assessment office, and you can get those applications there. This year we mailed out 40,080 notices. Last year we mailed out 39,929 notices, an increase of 151 notices this year. That's negligible, but that's just a part of what we do. It's at 87% of the total either way. And just to give you kind of a breakdown, we have general reassessment, the projections were 7.59%. New construction is at 0.64%, with a total projected increase of 8.23%. Last year, we were at 9.98%, which is we're down about 17, difference of about 17%. And so the market is showing some resilience. We owe that to just a slowdown in activity. And at this time, if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer.
Okay. All right. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
I do want to alert citizens that, and I believe these are all on the website.
Yes, sir.
We have several tax relief programs.
Yes, sir,
in
we do.
addition to instructions about the appeal process.
Yes, we do
correct?
have several tax relief programs. We have the elderly tax freeze, the disability tax relief program, and the veterans tax relief program. All of those are administered through the Commissioner of Revenue's office, through Ryan LaFountain's office. And I do have his number here. It's 540-853-2523. All right. All right. And I look forward to giving you a more comprehensive report here on the 21st of January.
Yeah, we'll look forward to
Thank
that.
you. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Bratton.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We have no reports of committees or unfinished business. We do have an introduction and consideration of ordinances and resolutions, a resolution directing the city attorney to file a petition to fill a vacancy on Roanoke City Council. There is one measure, a resolution. I'll entertain a motion to offer the resolution along with a second.
So moved. Second.
And Madam Clerk, will you please read the title paragraph?
A resolution directing the city attorney to petition the circuit court to issue an order confirming the remaining members of the city council for the city of Roanoke are authorized to appoint a qualified voter for the city at large within 45 days of office, becoming vacant to fill the council seat vacated by Joseph L. Cobb for the remaining portion of his unexpired term through December 31st, 2026, as provided in Section 4, Charter of the City of Roanoke, and Virginia Code Section 24.2-226.
Thank you. Any questions or comments by council? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Hagan?
Aye.
Ms. Sanchez Jones? Vice Mayor McGuire?
Aye.
Mr. Nash?
Aye.
Mr. Volleson?
Aye.
And Mayor Cobb.
Aye, and the resolution passes. Thank you. Item 11 is motions and miscellaneous business. Do we have any inquiries or comments by members of council today? Okay. We will be recessing shortly to go into 2 closed sessions to deal with appointments and vacancies, and we will reconvene after that closed session to close the meeting. But I do want to invite you all, as well as employees. We're having a meet and greet reception on the 2nd floor in the north atrium to meet and greet with new city council members and to express our gratitude to city employees, and that will be following the close of this session, which we hope will be around 3:30 this afternoon. All right? We stand in recess.